Welcome back to the channel, everybody. This is Todd, the Southern Sipper, coming to you again from, and I really do have to quit moving around so much and bumping that tripod. Coming to you again from, let's make a deal, mugshot, whichever. I don't like it. One day, I got the great idea on how to remedy this situation. I just hadn't taken care of it. Been a little busy, which brings up, I need to tell you, I apologize for the lengthy delay or gap between videos, man. It's been crazy, but we'll talk about all that in the second half because I really do want to keep this front half short. So we're just going to jump straight into what we're doing. This is the Delta Canabis Water. This is the OG Kush Blueberry Acai, I believe is how you say that. And I think my wife's about to open that door, and if she does, we'll have to be. Nope. Anywho, this is 20 milligrams of THC and 5 milligrams of CBD. So, if you follow the channel much, you know I'm an extraordinary lightweight, and I mean, it is Friday night. I'd like to just knock this whole 20 milligrams out, but I can't because I got to get up early. I got a big day tomorrow. This is the dumbest thing ever, too. Look, man, I've had these measuring cups for so long. I had to find a 10-ounce, and I marked the wrong damn mark. I put 10 ounces because I was thinking about 10 milligrams. I got to put 6 ounces in here. This is a 12-ounce can, so I can get my dose. Good God, I just poured it all over myself. So, let me hold this up in the light. There's 4 ounces. And there's 6 ounces. But all the freaking lines have long since worn off this damn thing. I got the 3 of them. There's a 4-cup. This is a 2-cup and a 1-cup. And I grabbed the 2-cup because I had just got 10 ounces in my head. Ain't 10 ounces. It's 6. We just about had, for me, what would be the hero dose. But now this is the Canabis Water from Delta, the drink Delta. Now, I did one of their seltzers already. I like that a lot. I'll link that, and I'll put a link to it in the description, and I'm not going to talk much about all the particulars. And I didn't know if this was carbonated, but it is, which is a little disappointing because I was hoping to. I mean, I can still salvage it. Doesn't matter if it's carbonated to me or not. Smells nice. It looks like a seltzer, but they call this Canabis Water. Oh yeah, that's pretty good. I'm trying not to delve too deep into all of the particulars, but I will say, because I'm trying to save some stuff for that second half. And speaking of the second half, I got smart. I'm not known for being smart, but today I was, and I made a list of things that I wanted to talk about. Since it's been so long since I did a video, I got to talk about a lot of nonsense. I'm not going to cover every topic on that because I got more stuff to do. Got to save some things. But second half tonight could get quite lengthy. And on 10 milligrams, for me, that can be a chore. Now, this is really crisp and light. It's more like a seltzer, in that it's fizzy and it's not heavily flavored. Obviously, there's no additional colors and things. And I'm pounding this damn thing back like they ain't gonna make any more of it. But we'll cover all the, all of the ingredient lists and the, onsets and all that good stuff. We'll knock all that out in the second half. Something what just happened. I just got a message across my screen that said, can't connect to S3. I hope that's my watch. Or we're going to be doing this again. Oh boy, that's going to be a disaster. Let's find out. Okay, so turns out it was my watch, and my microphone was working fine. You know, it's just been, let me tell you something, been that kind of week, and I'm going to talk all about that in half number 2. And speaking of half number 2, acting like I'm drinking this really fast. It was still, I mean, I had 6 ounces in here. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and end this now that I got 2 videos to meld together, because instead of hitting pause like a smart person would, somebody that makes videos regularly, I hit stop. And so now I got to glue 2 of these things together, which I act like that's a big deal. I do it all the time in these anyway. So now this one is just going to be 3. I can do it, even though my editing skills are absolute crap. That's why there's not a lot of flash and whatnot in these things. I would like to have more of that, but, you know, it is what it is. Well, guess what? Since that's gone, we know what time it is, or I know what time it is. Now, this is Friday night, and one of the reasons I did this tonight, and here we go, I might as well finish it, did this tonight is because I do have a busy day tomorrow, but I can get up in the morning and get this edited and uploaded before the whole day gets going. And when I come back in here, we're going to talk more about all of that nonsense. So I'll be back in about an hour and a half or 2 hours. And welcome back, part 2. Oh, wow. Golly, starting off. Got the dry mouth. Cotton mouth. Anywho, welcome back to part 2 of the Delta Canabis Water. I think it's blueberry. Yeah. Acai. That's the way I'm told I'm supposed to say that. So let's do the important things first. We'll talk about Delta, and good God, look, this 10 milligrams just hurts me, man. Well, I mean, you know what I mean. Delta Canabis Water and Delta Light. I already did the Delta Light review, and so I'll link that, and I'll throw a link to that one in the description as well. The light is 5 milligrams. These are the Canabis Water is 20. It has an extraordinarily impressively short ingredient list. It's water, hemp extract, natural stevia, citric acid, and natural flavors. That's it. That's 100% of what's in there. Also comes in 3 other flavors, which escape me right now. And also, I do have an affiliate link with Delta, so I'll be sure to put a pinned comment maybe and throw that in the description also. Now, we managed to make it through the, oh, Lord have mercy. Oh, there it is. See, I got my little notepad, but I already remembered I was talking about the snow. And that's one of the reasons that I hadn't gotten review out earlier than this was the snow. And ladies and gentlemen, it does not snow like that down here. So the city shuts down. I mean, they close every damn thing. But I had to go to work for on 2 days during all that, and that was an adventure. I don't have any damn experience, driving in that kind of snow. That wasn't bad, but there were just spots that had to go super slow. It takes me less than 20 minutes to get to work and home every day. And it was about a 45-minute drive both ways. You know, coming there and back. The reason I had to go in there was I'm still losing water in the damn koi pond, and it didn't hurt them at all to let in fresh well water, and that'll raise the temp up a little bit. Our fish do not spend much time ever in those kind of temps for that long. So, you know, and while I'm on the subject of koi, you know what? If I have to try it every time. I'll stick a picture in right here, show you what they look like, or a couple of pictures. Now, and for grins, I might throw in some from snow picks at a place. I don't know. I didn't, you know, I should have mentioned all that before I just started talking about going into work, but I'll figure it out. So, anywho, also, you see me looking at my nose. Also, I've decided that I'm going to start another channel. I said I was going to start one and do a bunch of spoon carving. I might just do that on this channel. But I don't know when that's going to be. The problem with all that is I just don't have, you know, gear to. It's just be my phone filming, and it's tough to get you know, the kind of angle you like. I'd like to, you know, 2 different angles, but that's just not going to happen. But what I've decided to do is at work, I'm going to start a channel for work. I get into some real misadventures sometimes with some of the stuff we do, because we don't do anything. Everything's one off, man. That whole place is an enormous freaking conglomeration of things that other people just you know, made themselves. Now it's my job to figure it out sometimes, but you know, it's an adventure. But I mean, I you know, it's a cool place to work every day, and you'll never hear me complain about it. I don't have a name for that channel yet. Do have a couple of videos done, but I'm not, you know, I'll get them edited. One of them's going to be a nightmare for me to edit. The other one's super simple, but never let it be said, look, man, you know, these big content creators that I watch, and some of, you know, I watch some guys fish, and for no reason whatsoever, I watch a guy fix old motorcycles, and I don't own one, don't want to own one. You do a couple of these, and you figure out that, you know, the channels that are paying their rent, that they're putting in the work, man. It takes a lot of time to do this stuff. You know, and of course, recently, you know, and then you watch all your numbers on the channel. I'm still gaining new subscribers at a decent, you know, for me, it's a good rate. For, you know, other people, it's probably be incredibly slow, but the number of views per episode is headed down. Part of that is it's just difficult for me to do anything that's any different, you know, and I got to tell you, I'm starting to feel like I'm running out of products to review in the THC world. I've done a bunch of them for some folks. You know, beer's easy right now because there's a million of them. Hell, there's still beer at Rouse's that I hadn't reviewed yet, but those, you know, I think they get 30% of the views that this stuff does, which tells you, you know, just how popular the Delta products are. I mean, it's amazing because I talk to people and it comes up, and is, you know, there's a lot more people out there enjoying this stuff than I thought, you know, I'd ever see. Oh, good God, man! I know when I go, but this is one of those videos that while I was sitting here doing this, I know I must sound like an absolute idiot because in my head, that's the way it feels. But then when I edit them, sometimes I go, I wasn't really as nearly bad as you thought it was going to be. This is going to be one of those videos. Yep. Now, completely unimportant. Not even going to talk about it. But I had to get it. Where are we? Yeah, we got. It's pretty short. I had to get a new oven. I didn't have to have a new oven. I just wanted a new oven, stove, the whole, slide in affair. I'm not so bougie to have, built-ins. Anyway, when we moved in this house, I bought a new oven. It's like 2.5 years old now, and I'm already replacing it. And had I known that it had a broiler drawer in it when I bought it, wouldn't have bought it. I'd have found a different one. Didn't pay a bit of attention. I'm gonna tell you what, that damn thing, it doesn't sound like it's a lot, that everything you broil is this damn far from the floor until you do it a few times. And then you just, it'll drive you absolutely nuts. Sometimes you have to lay down on the floor to get your head low enough to check on something. You try not to rattle the oven rack because you're full to the brim with stuff you're trying to brown, and just never mind. I just hated the damn thing, so it's gone. I bought a new one. Now it's sitting right here in the middle of the damn house, and it will be until Mrs. Sipper gets it sold, which she will. She'll put it up on Marketplace. It'll be gone pretty quick. It's a good deal on a nicer, newer oven, as long as you think you can live with that damn freaking broiler drawer. But that's what I got to do first thing in the morning, is hook up the new one. It's just, the guys delivered it later this afternoon, and I had some other things to do, so that's going to get hooked up early in the morning, and then off we go down to the float barn for one of the parades. It's a float preview. Most of these organizations, they all have a big party at their float barn where all the floats are, generally 1 week prior to their parade night. And these guys are no exception. It's Condi Cavaliers, of which I was a member of for a long time, and get dropped out while I was living up in South Carolina. But I've gotten too old to do that kind of power drinking and ride those floats. But we're going to go down to the float preview tomorrow. There's Mrs. Sipper.
Did you by chance put anything in the dishwasher dirty other than a spoon?
No. Okay. That was it.
They're all clean.
Okay. I put a dirty spoon in the dishwasher with the clean dishes. So anyway, we're going down to the float barn, and my good friend Jim is going to hand me some invitations to the ball. I honestly didn't think we'd be doing a ball in 2025.
In your defense, it was only a half-loaded dishwasher, so you probably didn't know that they were clean.
No, I didn't.
I had put the grates in there, so that's what.
Yeah, I had no idea. It didn't look like clean dishes.
It wasn't full at all.
Okay. Let me tell you something, man. When my wife, something jumps in her head that she feels like needs to be talked about, you're talking about it right then. It don't give a damn what's going on. So where was I? Oh yeah, I didn't think we'd go to a ball at all this year because, obviously, if you don't live here, you don't know. All the balls happened downtown in the Mobile Civic Center, which they're about 3/4 done tearing the damn thing down. And they're building some new big posh affair. They keep throwing up all of the architects' renderings up of it, and it looks pretty damn impressive. But that's 2 years out. So now they're having the balls. it's downtown. It's just a few blocks from where they were having it, but it's a totally different kind of building in the Mobile Convention Center. And some of the other organizations, or there have been organizations that have always, or that have been having their balls in there for years. So obviously it works, and you can fit, the 8,000 people, in there drinking and all that kind of stuff. However many it is, I mean, it's a ton. But anyway, I didn't think we'd be going to one, but off we go. Because the reason that I didn't think we'd be going to one, and I suspected if I did, it'd be this one. And the reason is they're the first parade every year, so there would not have been any booking conflicts between the condies which are in the Civic Center, and someone in the convention center, because there's nothing else happening. But as you get deeper into season, you have these non-parading societies that parade on off, that have their balls on off nights, and then you had some of the organizations that were already in the convention center. So there's a lot of organizations this year whose ball is kind of all up in the air, or it was up in the air, where they're going. And I looked at the schedule the other night, and they're renting every damn big hall all over town. The downside to that is, I mean, it's still going to be a hell of a party, but the downside of that is when you ride and your ball is in the old Civic Center, damn float drops you off right outside the door of that thing, and you just go in. They don't do that anywhere else, especially like there's a couple of these organizations going way out West Mobile, 30-minute ride from where they get off the float, So, but all that's neither here nor there. So Mardi Gras is exactly 1 week out from tonight. Starts on Valentine's Day, so a lot of these organizations will be throwing lots of red beads with hearts and shit on them. They do it every time Valentine's Day falls within the season. But anyway, that's about enough of that. And here we are at the end of the thing, and I just realized that I do this every freaking time. I forget to cover onset and all that bit. Jeez, and not everybody makes it this deep into these damn things. So I'll make it quick. In 30 minutes, I was feeling it, and in an hour and a half, I was high as hell. And it's been 2.5 now since I've sat down, and we're at this point, and I've not gone any further along than that. But I am absolutely, I'm pretty freaking stoned. So I don't know how else to put that. So all that being said, I'm gonna wrap him up and tell oh God, I always get hung up. As always, like and subscribe. I don't know why I can never remember to do that at the front, but I can't. And please enjoy all of your adult beverages and THC products and such responsibly.